but we as a continent have now defined ourselves.
In the news, Ukraine says over 198 civilians killed and over 800 of its military infrastructure sites destroyed by Russia. No evacuation of 5,600 Nigerians in Ukraine until airports reopen, federal government says. U.S. imposes visa ban on Somali officials accused of undermining democracy. Details shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abeokuta and this is TOS News 360. Nearly 200 people have been killed so far, including civilians, 3 of whom were children, according to Ukraine's health minister, and more than 100,000 Ukrainians have fled the country since the beginning of Moscow's assault, the UN says. Russia has crippled the operations of more than 800 Ukrainian military infrastructure sites so far, the defense ministry in Moscow said. Meanwhile, internet connectivity in Ukraine has been badly affected by the Russian invasion, Internet Blockage Observatory NetBlock said. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg on Friday said that the alliance was deploying thousands of combat-ready troops to Ukraine's neighbor as well as continuing to send weapons to Ukraine, including air defenses after Russia's attack. Some of the 30 NATO allies also announced the type of weapons they would supply Ukraine, Stoltenberg said, without giving specific details. Now, the federal government of Nigeria on Friday said there can be no evacuation of its citizens in Ukraine until the airports in the European country, which is under attack by Russia, are reopened. According to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, there are no fewer than 5,600 Nigerians in Ukraine, majority of whom are students. Now moving away from Russian invasion to Nigerian politics. The People's Democratic Party presidential hopeful Atiku Abubakar on Saturday visited ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo in Abeokuta, Ogun State to seek support for his 2023 presidential ambition. He has been going around the country meeting with political heavyweights to seek support to occupy the much coveted seat in Aso Rock in 2023. And the People's Democratic Party, PDP, on Saturday said fake security officers fully armed loyal to the All Progressives Congress, APC, invaded various polling units in the ongoing by-elections in Okpala State constituency, beating up the PDP agents and helping in snatching the ballot boxes made for the election. The State Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Kajetan Duke, said PDP is just raising false alarm from the comfort of their zone, adding that the election is going on smoothly. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you're watching TOS News 360, Africa Stories plus business and sports. When we return, to stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. Across Africa, U.S. imposed visa restrictions against a number of Somali officials and other individuals for their obstructionist actions of pushing back to March 15 parliamentary elections due to have been completed on Friday. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken in a statement says their actions undermine democratic processes. Now, 5 staff members of the medical charity MSF were kidnapped in Cameroon's far north, a region where militant group Boko Haram operates, the aid group said on Friday. The workers were organizing humanitarian projects in the area when unidentified armed men broke into MSF's residence in the town of Fotoko, an MSF representative said. In business, Algeria, one of the world's biggest importers of wheat, said on Saturday that the crisis in Ukraine will not impact its imports. An unnamed source from the state grains importer was quoted by saying on the Enhara TV. Now, Ukraine and Russia, which launched an invasion of its neighbor on Thursday, are both major grain exporters. And in sports, Polish Football Federation President Cezary Kulz on Saturday said that Poland will not turn up for 2022 World Cup playoff against Russia in Moscow on March 24 due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Kulz further said that he would discuss with the Swedish and Czech counterparts concerning the matches. The winner of the match between Sweden and the Czech Republic were supposed to play the victors of the Russia versus Poland game to determine who would qualify for the World Cup. And that is it on TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African News Network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. To stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abeokuta. Many thanks for watching.